It is disappointing, but not unsurprising, the Foreign Secretary didn't see fit to update the House following his visit to China. But I want to press him on what the visit achieved, because comparing the readouts, you could be forgiven for thinking that two very separate visits took place. We on this side understand the importance of engagement, but not at any costs. All interactions with the CCP must be clear-eyed and part of a meaningful strategy, as per the high-level China strategy he inherited from our government. Yet this visit occurred, as he says, before the government's concluded its so-called China audit. Would it not have been better to have waited until he knew what interests he seeks to defend and to further? Because on these benches, it looks as if the Foreign Secretary rushed into engagement without a plan. Concerningly, in what is a fundamental breach of the constitutional principle that Parliament is sovereign, the Foreign Secretary is willing to pressure parliamentarians into cancelling the visit of former President Tsai to Taiwan, the week before his trip. But unlike an autocratic state, the government does not tell members who they can and cannot meet. Indeed, the Conservative government on multiple occasions told the CCP that no, they could not shut me up, despite the Chinese making those requests and potentially some members of our House. We are told, Mr. Speaker, that he raised British citizen Jimmy Lai's sham detention. Jimmy is 76 and being held in solitary confinement, yet the Foreign Secretary still has not met Jimmy's son, despite him coming to the UK on multiple occasions and asking to do so. So will he now meet Sebastian and update him on his father's prospects? And will he share with us the outcomes achieved thanks to the visit? Will Jimmy Lai now be released? Will the Chinese Communist Party now step back from its human rights abuses in Hong Kong, Xinjiang and Tibet? Will sanctions on MPs now be lifted? Will the Chinese Communist Party now refrain from actions that support Russia's war machine and the intimidation of Taiwan? Will transnational oppression of Hong Kongers and Uyghurs end? The question is, which of these objectives did the Foreign Secretary achieve thanks to his visit? It's easy to say this was a reset in relations, but as we all know, in every relationship there are givers and takers. Hasn't the Foreign Secretary just proven that he gave and they took?
Secretary.
Really? I mean, that was really quite bad. I've got to tell you, Mr. Speaker, the United States, the leader and the foreign minister have had 8 engagements with China. France has had 6. Germany has had 4. Japan has had 3. Canada has had 2. And the member for Braintree went once. And she asked me what I've achieved. I will go again and again to get the outcomes in the UK's national interest. The Honourable Lady would expect nothing less.